Welcome, Scorpio. This is your June 1st to June 7th forecast. And for you this week, what's going to be the most influential transit is going to be the conjunction of Venus and Eris, which is a dwarf planet. That's going to highlight your career and finances. So unexpected developments may arise in your professional life, but you are being advised to stay adaptable and view challenges as opportunities for growth. Okay, so yeah, you definitely may have a little bit of contrast, as we said, challenges that may come up, and so it will really help you to let go of any just self-fulfilling prophecies, or if you're feeling like you've been wronged in some way, letting go of all of that and just trying to view things from an objective viewpoint and standpoint, and consider go into discussions with an open mind is what I was trying to say, because I was hearing all this information, but that's essentially what this is. Like, let go of the burdens, let go of the pain that these situations have caused, and as you're having discussions, be open, adaptable, and flexible. We also have the Four of Swords here as well, so it may help you to get a little bit of rest and relaxation in, so that you can refill your cup and replenish yourself and your energy before you do have these discussions, or as you're working through any contrast or challenge that comes up. Stay hydrated as well. Get in those self-care practices that we're always talking about. And I feel like there's this message of health and wellness this week. So you staying hydrated, exercising, meditating, whatever those practices are for you, doing those things will help you overcome any obstacles and challenges that come up. In addition to that, now we talked about the external and the physical body and what you can do, but work on your internal energy as well, your connection with source, your gratitude and appreciation. That's something that's going to come up for you, and that's going to also have an impact on the outcome that you see. Just what you're proud of, everything that you've accomplished. Do you appreciate it? Are you grateful for it? Trusting that you have everything within you already to achieve and accomplish your goals, to work through, to solve and resolve and challenges that come up. You have all that power, knowledge, and wisdom within you already, and you're being guided to go within and connect with that and be grateful and appreciative for the power that's there within you already. We also have the Princess of Pentacles here. So you being thorough, being cautious, opening yourself up to conversations, and being flexible and adaptable is also what's going to help you to be successful. So what else do we have? So we have repetitive cycle. Okay, so you also knowing that two things, and hopefully I don't forget them both, but just really quickly here. There's knowledge and information that you need to know here, that you need to learn as a part of this journey and process and the challenge that comes up. So that is one thing I did want to say. And then we also have repetitive cycles here. So these may be lessons that you have not quite learned here, and so that's why they're repeating, and you're seeing this same repetitive stuff be happening, because you might be like this is the same shit that happened at my other employer or at my last job, and there's something different that you may be being guided to do, or there may be particular lessons that you're being guided to learn as a result of this experience, and that's why it's going to continue to play on repeat until you actually get those lessons. So what else? We have the King of Cups here by way of challenges. So that's what we're going to look at next here. So you may be challenged a little bit here with regulating your emotions and maintaining your emotional intelligence here. So just be cautious and be aware of that your attitude, your energy that you're bringing to these discussions, to these challenges that come up, are going to make the difference as well. So just consider that. If you need to take a breather, if you need to go to the bathroom, take a couple deep breaths or do some breath work. If you need to meditate, if you need to go on a walk, do those things before you approach these situations. We also have the Ace of Swords here as well. Okay, so just be mindful of the way that you're communicating as well, because it's like you may not need to tell the whole complete truth. You may need to just reword things in a way that is palatable. I never quite know which way to say that, but just reword things in a way that the other parties can understand the message, as opposed to them focusing on the tone. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So essentially what I'm saying is like, communicate constructively so that people can't be like, oh, well, you're yelling, or oh, I feel threatened, or oh, they can't say any of those things. They have no choice but to focus on the message that you're putting out. And it is one of truth and clarity. So this is by no means saying diminish yourself or make yourself feel small, or don't say what needs to be said. I think in some cases there's an extreme that you can go to, and that's what I'm hearing. So if you know this is way beyond what we need to talk about here, like if you're negotiating a contract or something, you don't need to be like, oh, well, you need to change your style or something, like, you know what I mean? So there's some things that is just like, yeah, that might be the truth here. That might be your truth, but it may not be relevant to this conversation or what we're working on here. So that's a drastic example, but it's just to show you that, like, yeah, even though there are these truths out here, really just focus on what absolutely has to be said in order to get the change that you're desiring, or to influence people to get on board with your path. And when I say like influencing others and inspiring others, that is to do their own thing. And if it aligns with you, it aligns. This isn't about like manipulation or control or any of those things. Okay, so I did want to just clarify that. I don't know why I need to do that, but we also have the Nine of Cups here as well. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely this emotional component here to this. So I was just trying to give you a couple examples here of how you can communicate the truth. Only the truth that needs to be communicated here, that you're only around the issues that are being focused on. And then also doing that in a constructive way to still maintain the relationships here. So we also have the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, there's just a lot of challenge here, a lot of difficulty here that you may experience, or that energy may try to connect with you this week. And it's going to be up to you how you process that, how you connect with that energy. Because there's a much more constructive way to do that. There's a way that you can have these conflicts and work through this contrast without, completely tearing yourself down, or just having this like such a difficult time with it in and of itself. Okay, so hopefully I'm explaining this well enough. If I'm not, let me know. But I think the gist here is really that, like, okay, you have some challenges here that are going to come up, and the way that you respond is really going to make the difference between, are things going to work themselves out smoothly? Are you all going to be able to make in these conversations and get to a point of a win-win situation, or are things just going to blow up here because you or the other party or both parties aren't willing to be objective and come to the table with some constructive communication? So let's look at some underlying fears here. So we do have the Ace of Wands. Okay, so I'm wondering if you are in some way not feeling like you're up to this challenge here, or you may be feeling like I don't want to speak constructively. I want to just like tell my boss exactly what I think, or I want to tell the partners or other individuals that I'm working with here like exactly how I think. I don't want to say it in a constructive way, and that's very possible. That is very possible. I'm just giving you the knowledge and information as I'm hearing it, as far as what you can do to get the best outcome possible. Okay, because if you go in a different direction, then you may find that it's going to be much more challenging to work through your issues. So what else with this Ace of Wands here? Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some changes happening here, and you may be afraid of the shift. Okay. All right. So you may also have a little bit of fear of allowing yourself to kind of let go of the reins a little bit and let yourself be divinely guided here, because this is coming up. These are challenges here that we're speaking of. So you will need to go within and work through whatever these issues are, where you're feeling like you can't allow yourself to trust in source, to trust in the universe, because that is you. You are source, you are the universe. So this is you not being able or having some fear about trusting yourself. Okay, so that's definitely something that is going to come up and something that you will want to address. Okay, you may also be fearing change. Okay, yeah, I mean, quite literally, quite simply, that's what I'm hearing. So this is a transformation. This is a journey here. Nothing can ever stay the same. But there's something about this change and transformation that's happening here that you may have a little bit of fear about. And, you know, if you like the way that things are going, you like how, you know, easy it is, you like how you can, you know, say what you want to say, or, you know, you don't have to do this part of things, you only have to focus on this part. As we see this change happening, you working through this contrast, that may result in you needing to do more or to show up in a different way here. And so that may create a little bit of a contrast for you, a little bit of challenge for you, a little bit of fear. Like, can you do this? You may also fear letting go of burdens, because we have that here in many ways here, that it is time to let go of the fear, the doubt, the old belief systems that just aren't you anymore. They're not aligned with who you are and where you're going. And you may find, so you just want to apply this in any way that it fits, because this could quite literally be about your job or position, but this could also be about you from a spiritual perspective of like, yeah, this work doesn't align with who I am. So just however it resonates with you is how you want to apply this. We also have your hope, your dreams, your goals here, and you accomplishing those. So you may have some fear surrounding that. And it could be whether or not like this is the job for you and this is what you want to do. So I feel like for many of you, that is what this is about. Like you feeling like, is this my life purpose? Because I really don't think it is. I really don't think it is. So yeah, that may be an underlying fear for you. Like, I'm doing all this work, I'm going in this direction, or I'm becoming a person here as a part of this change that is no longer aligned with this 9 to 5, or that is no longer aligned with this belief system or these traditions. Okay, so you will work through all of that, because it will come to the surface for you to address it, for you to judge, for you to figure out what is for you and what's not for you, and what you're keeping and what's going away. So we also have the sacrifices that you're making will absolutely be worth it. So that is so wonderful to know, because we have this change and transformation happening. And you need to know and trust that it's all happening for your highest good, leading you down the path you were meant to go down. So let's look at potential outcomes here. So we have this 2 of Swords here. Okay, so there's choices. You definitely have choices. And this may be more about strategies and your overall goals and plans, and your overall life purpose and what you came here to do. So you may be deciding like, okay, am I going to stay in the matrix? Am I going to continue working down this path? Or am I going to step out of the matrix? Or straddle that line here until I'm able to step out of the matrix. Okay, but you have a lot of choices here. And you utilizing your intuition is where you're going to find the answer. You going within and with source. Okay. There may also be soul family that has some knowledge and wisdom for you. So definitely connect with those individuals. where you do feel a connection, you do feel safe, and you do feel they have your best interest in mind. Because for some of you, you are completely blocking others that you know would be a good person to talk to, a good person to confide in. You're just blocking them out for some reason. And that is your choice. You don't have to. There's just this message here that connecting with those individuals may provide you with some wisdom, or it may spark ideas within you. Okay? So only if you feel comfortable should you share. We also have the Tower here. So we have like new insights, new philosophies, new strategies as well here. So then let's move to the Tower of Transformation here. So you definitely have transformation. The thing that you fear, transformation and change, is the thing that's going to happen here. Okay? So get ahead of it is what I was trying to say here. Yeah, step into this power, be open, embrace it, because you know it's happening anyway. And the Tower is taking away anything that's not aligned with who you are. So you may have divine intervention come through and be like, okay, Scorpio, I'm going to help you with this. I see that this is a little difficult for you. So I'm going to come in and support you. And I'm going to take this away as a blessing to you. Okay. All right, so we definitely do have that transformation and change coming through either way, whether you want it to or not. We also have the 8 of Wands here. So there's also communication that you may receive here. So this could be positive communication, and I feel like it may not initially like look positive, or it may not feel positive, but it is truly a blessing in disguise. So if you're feeling like, okay, well, yeah, that's not the solution that I wanted, but know and trust that it is a blessing for you, and it's exactly what you need at this moment in time. So if you trust in that, you can look at it, you can evaluate it and say like, okay, well, this isn't what I wanted, but why is this here? What is this here to teach me? And you're still getting value out of it. You're still getting the blessing of it. Okay, you're also being guided to really narrow your focus here. So if you have a couple different avenues that you're looking at, a couple different career options, a couple different investment options, business ventures, whatever this is, you're being guided to really hone down and really focus in on what is most important to you. What are the top priorities? And put your energy into that, because that's how you're going to be successful. That's going to lead to your success when you narrow it down and really narrow your focus here. So we have the 6 of Wands coming through. Wonderful. I love it, because this is celebration. This is victory. This is success. I love that. Okay. All right, so let's go here. Let's get a couple oracles. We have passion, and you doing what excites you and getting fired up, as well as increasing your energy levels. So that is so wonderful. So we see the success here, as well as you feeling passionate and fulfilled about the work that you're doing. Okay, what else? We also have this inner integration. All right, you becoming one with yourself, you integrating your inner world with the outer world here, and you aligning with your higher self and allowing yourself to be guided here and surrendering. So this to me is you like surrendering into your role, into the person that you were, you are, you're becoming, and that you end up being. Okay, it's all here, and this is all you becoming one, coalescing together with that, and allowing yourself to be divinely guided as a part of the process. Okay, so what else? So we have your emotions running high. You're very passionate. We have your emotions. We have success. We have you walking toward that. So just continue to, like we talked about, just regulate your emotions to the best of your ability, because you have that power to do that. And that'll help you as you are encountering these challenges, as you are dealing with those fears and doubts that come to the surface. Okay, Scorpio? So those are the messages I have for you. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.